Attention passionate Detroit, LIONS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Lions fans, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is really stirring the pot in NFL circles, especially here in Detroit. Rumors are swirling from Kansas City that the Lions are eyeing Trey Smith, the Chiefs' versatile offensive guard, with a potential move expected in the upcoming offseason. And if this happens, it could be a real game changer for Detroit's offensive line and their overall Super Bowl ambitions. So, let's break it down. The Lions are reportedly interested in trading for Trey Smith, who has been a key part of the Chiefs' line this season. The proposed deal would involve sending a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027 to Kansas City. Now, that's a pretty decent price for a guy who's been playing at a high level this year, especially considering how much the Lions need help on the right side of their offensive line. Remember, last season was a bit of a roller coaster for Detroit's O-line, with injuries and inconsistencies hampering their run and pass blocking. Adding a physically aggressive mauler like Smith could be exactly what Detroit needs to solidify their front and give Jared Goff the protection he needs to operate at his best. Now, what makes Trey Smith so appealing? Well, for starters, he's a brute force blocker with a nasty streak, a guy who anchors like a boss against bull rushes and is known for his brutal run blocking. He's a player who doesn't shy away from contact and can hold his own against some of the best defensive linemen in the league. His 2025 season has been impressive, playing 9 games with a PFF grade of 87, 4 overall, ranking him as the 5th best guard in the league. His pass blocking grade sits at a solid 89-1, and his run blocking is just as good at 86-2. And he's not only reliable in pass protection, allowing just 1 sack and 5 pressures all season, but he also maintains an 85% win rate in his blocks, with an EPA per pass protection of 0.31. That's elite stuff. His ability to pull, trap, and execute quick pulls at a 68% efficiency rate makes him a perfect fit for the kind of creative, fast-paced offense that Ben Johnson loves to run. Now, looking at his career, Trey Smith has played 82 games, earning an average PFF grade of 88, with 2 Pro Bowls under his belt. He's a player with incredible strength, comparable in raw power to the peak of someone like Joe Thuney. Yes, he dealt with a minor injury in Week 3, a thigh issue that limited him to just 1 game, but overall, he's been healthy and productive. This season, he's been a cornerstone for the Chiefs, who are trying to reset their roster and manage their cap space after a tough start. Kansas City, sitting at 6-3, has been dealing with some aging offensive linemen and a recent injury to Patrick Mahomes' knee in Week 5. The Chiefs are looking to free up cap space and reset their roster, especially with their focus on protecting Mahomes and maintaining their offensive firepower. From Detroit's perspective, acquiring Trey Smith would be a strategic move, especially on the right side of the line, which has been somewhat vulnerable after injuries and inconsistent play. Currently, their interior pressure rate on the right guard position is among the top in the league, with the 22 pressures interior number rising to a top 8 level at -18% allowed. Smith's physicality and technique could help anchor that side, allowing Ben Johnson to call more aggressive RPOs without the fear of Goff facing immediate pressure. This would open up the run game significantly, giving David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs more room to operate. Gibbs, who's already been impressive with a 4.6 yards per carry average, could see that number rise closer to 5.0 with Smith in the fold, boosting the Lions' rushing efficiency and making their offense even more unpredictable. And let's not forget the impact on the passing game. With Smith in the lineup, Goff's EPA per pass is projected to improve, and his completion percentage could see a nice uptick, currently at 68.1% and trending up to around 71%. That consistency is key as Detroit aims to contend in the playoffs and push deep into the postseason. Plus, with the added protection, the Lions could better utilize their weapons like Amon-Ra St. Brown, creating even more mismatches and forcing defenses to pick their poison. Now, beyond just the immediate on-field benefits, This move signals Detroit's commitment to building a sustainable winner. The Lions have been trending upward, but to truly contend for a Super Bowl, they need to shore up their front and minimize turnovers, which have been an issue this season. Kansas City, meanwhile, is focused on cap flexibility, having avoided extensions in their core players and managing their roster to reset after a 16-turnover season in just 9 games. That kind of strategic reset has opened the door for a trade like this, allowing them to clear cap space while also acquiring draft capital to rebuild their future. As for the odds, the Lions' Super Bowl chances have shifted from plus 800 to plus 500 with this potential addition. It's a clear sign that the betting markets see Detroit as a serious contender, especially if they can bolster their line and keep Goff protected. Trey Smith could serve as a key X factor. Much like the Browns, Teller was in their 2023 run, someone who elevates the entire unit with his toughness and consistency. Looking back at the Bills' trade for Torrance in 2025, which boosted their run game by plus 15%, it's clear that a front-focused upgrade like this can be a game changer, especially in the playoffs when every yard and every second counts. In the end, this potential move could be one of those strategic shifts that define the Lions' future. It's about more than just filling a roster spot. It's about setting a foundation for sustained success. Trey Smith's presence on the right side would give Detroit a more balanced, powerful line that can dominate against top-tier defenses, protect Goff, and unleash the run game. It's a move that says, we're serious about competing at the highest level, and that's exactly the kind of mindset this franchise needs to take that next step towards Super Bowl glory. So Lions fans, keep your eyes peeled. This rumor might just turn into one of the most impactful transactions of the offseason. The Lions are positioning themselves to be a real force, and adding Trey Smith could be the piece that pushes them from good to great, maybe even to the promised land. Remember, this is a team that's been steadily building momentum, and with a few key moves like this, they could very well be the team to beat in the NFC North and beyond. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Trey Smith is the missing piece that can help Detroit finally make that deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. Together, we're building a future filled with hope, determination, and a whole lot of Lions pride. Let's keep pushing forward, and who knows, maybe this offseason will be remembered as the one that set Detroit on its path to Super Bowl greatness.